So, good afternoon, everyone. During this COVID pandemic, India had been in lockdown for 4 months. Now, the unlock has begun. Still, work from home continues at many places. In this lockdown, let it be private sector or government sector, employees are working from home. What are the kinds of trends that have emerged over this period? Is productivity up or down? What is the opinion of employees? Can work from home be the new normal? What is the effect of work from home on various sectors? So, on Youth Talks, we have organized a productive panel discussion on this topic. Before starting, I want to introduce our fantastic panel with sharp minds to you all who are here to discuss on this topic. You all can just wave your hands when I introduced you all. So we have with us Kirti Tiwari, who is an academic anchor of all time and have given great presentations on topics like surrogate advertising, etc. We have Saloni Sulana, who is a CA finalist and doing her articleship from Khandelwal Jain and Company. She has arranged seminars of famous speakers all over Solapur and reached over more than 6,500 people. Then we have Atharva Kud. He is a BCom graduate and has taken part in various conferences, including international conferences. He is also a guitarist and a blogger. So let's start with the discussion. So now, as I have introduced you at last, so my question to you, Atharva, the first question to you: Can work
Yes,
from
Aditya.
home? Can this trend of work from home be the new normal?
Thank you, Aditya. On this, I'll say no because at the end of the day, the productivity level of the employee as well as the employer will be hampered because the person is at home. Be it a boy or be it a girl, it doesn't matter. You are at home. There will be many circumstances um, like if I'm home and I'm working on something, my mom will come. She'll ask me to do something, or my father will come, or my grandmother will come. Or there will be some circumstances with the neighbors. For example, if there's some problem in the neighborhood, you'll have to go down. You'll have to step down because you're at home. But if you want at home, you can avoid it. That will hamper your productivity for sure. And secondly, I would like to come on it that the group team building, rather I'll say team building will be hampered. I've heard many IT companies or many companies, not only IT, they are trying to do team building activities on online, like playing ludo together or whatever name called. But I don't think that will be more effective than being a meeting on personal. And there are many scenarios. Thirdly, I would like to come. There are many scenarios where you need group discussions, for which Zoom meeting or Google meeting won't help. For that, you need to be personally there to point out things. Because at home, in the meeting, you'll have to accept it that no one is that attentive as you're in personal life. Personally, you're attending the meeting.
Okay. So Atharva says that the productivity will get hampered. What do you say, Saloni, that this work from home can in near future, can this be normal?
uh, as Atharva said, I disagree with few of his points. The meeting once, he said that while video conferencing and stuff, most of the people are inattentive, is what he said. But what I feel is uh, the daily experience which we have all have been experiencing, whether we are in office or any other meeting or any other conference, we are physically present, but then attention is a thing. Now suppose anything which is of my interest is the speaker saying, or I have something in connection to that, the person is attentive. But someone who doesn't want to actually attend the seminar and is made to sit in that meeting just because it is a good one, or it might change his perspective of thinking or something, is some other person's view. Example, your mom, she wants you to sit for those religious and spiritual lessons going on around, but you are least interested. So you're physically, you are sitting there, but it is productivity level 0. So with regard to meetings, seminars, what I feel is until physically being there or video conferencing, the new normal thing, the only point is if the person is interested, if the person really wants to gain knowledge, know more, he will pay attention. If he's forcefully made to sit there, listen to that person, there won't be any productivity. And only thing in online video conferencing or seminars is the uh, connectivity issues which may come, which may distort the effectiveness, if it's effectiveness. That's it, I feel about it.
Okay. So now if we see in IT sector, TCS has announced that by 2025, 75% of its employees will be working from home. So Kirti, what do you think? What will be the effect of this in IT sector? And if you were employee of TCS or in some IT sector, what is your opinion on this decision?
See, the thing is, for the last many months, okay, we are here living in our homes because of this lockdown. Anything that we encountered in our lives have some pros and cons at the same time. My brother himself, back pain, and many more things. So, work from home is better in respect of certain things that makes you evoke your mind and apply your creativity to some things. But on the other hand, if you are just doing some sort of routine jobs, and there is something jobs that most of the CA articles do, like us, so though for those routine jobs, sitting at homes and doing that is really very boring to do so, and it really have an adverse impact on us. Now, the thing is that, as you said, particularly talking about IT sector, it has brought flexibility for some, no doubt to that, and no denying fact to that. People work as they feel working so, and as per their convenience. Whenever they feel working, so they do. But it has really widened the gap between those who were not so professionally, what you can say, who are not professionally so much trained, experienced. For a person who is a very new in IT industry, for that person, working from home is a tedious job, as he has not that much of expertise in his life. Okay, and for a person who has been working in the IT sector for many years, 5 to 6 years of experience, for that person it's very helpful. So what I say is, lockdown has in a way very skillfully or in a very systematically, it has just vanished that fine line between your personal life and professional life. So that's what I say.
About you, Saloni, like if this IT sector converts, means totally into work from home culture, so what will be the benefits for the employer or the companies? Like one of the advantage can be that the infrastructural cost they need to bear, that will reduce. So what are other points according to you?
Yes, yes, Sanadya. So employees are working from home. So employer, he will have a substantial reduction in the overhead costs what he is incurring in the day-to-day working of his office. And also, while employees are working at from home, so there are pros and cons of this thing. But now the employee is at his ease of doing completing his work. If the deadlines are given to the employees, like certain work has to be finished by this, so the employee knows that my deadline is this, so he will complete it by that given deadline time. But the thing is only the working time. So offices were, they had fixed working, like from 9 to 6 you work, or 9 to 5 you work. But this won't be the thing. While you're working at home, you will be working at your own ease and own pace, whenever you are free from the other house chores and everything. But the employee also has in pressure ki I have to complete this work, so he will complete. So employer will get his work done. That is the main motive any employer will have whatsoever. I want to get my work done. And on other hand, he will reduce a lot of costs, so that will ultimately increase the profits of the company. And giving better result to all the stakeholders of the company. I feel so.
Okay, so like if this work from culture goes on, Atharva, the more impact will be on transportation sector. You know, there will be an adverse effect. Can you say that how much it is going to affect like the public transport, metros?
Sanidhya, I won't say it will be affected completely, but at least 50% because, like my friend said, that the IT sector people have IT sector companies have told their employees to work from home, and many of them used to travel with these public transport. But the laborers or the service sector industries, like be it mechanical engineers or the electrical engineers. I have a mechanical engineer, sorry, I have a electrical engineering background in my company. So that's why I'm taking an example of that. They'll have to travel to their client's place for installations of new devices which their client purchases, or transportation. We can also take in consideration the transportation like courier services, even if the shopping is online nowadays, but that online product will reach you by a transport or a courier, which will have to work. So yes, it will be affected, the public transport will be affected, but the goods delivery or the service delivery products, I don't think that would be affected that much, as you know, they will have to travel for work.
Okay, so Atharva, like you play guitar and you are interested in other curricular activities. So, what is your
Mhm.
view that how this industry will get affected, or is there a new opportunity for these industries as people are working from home, so they can take out time for these things?
See, Sanidhya, I'm a fourth level guitarist. There are total four levels in the institute which I learn. And the faculty from whom I learn, Zadav sir, uh, he teaches on a normal call, not also on a Zoom call or a WhatsApp video call. Uh, for that concern, I'll say that if you want to learn, start learning from the scratch, then I think it's not possible, because you need to feel the place, you need to feel the music for that. So in many cases, like music or say exercise industry, you cannot do it from home. According to me, there will be some what do you say, substitute for that, but according to me, that's not possible, because until unless you feel the music, or you uh, actually get to know the person who's teaching you, or you get to know the process of learning the instrument, it is not possible on virtual basis. You'll have to go in real, you'll have to learn all the things. And in many classes there are like 10 to 15 people in a batch of 1 hour, and it's impossible to give time to everyone, enough time to everyone. In the other way around, if you go in a real class, means not the virtual one, uh, you are in a classroom with 15 people and you're playing something. I'll give you an example. This has happened with me many times. You're playing something and you play something wrong. Even the faculty is teaching someone on the opposite side of the room, in the same room. If he's teaching on the opposite side of the room, but he'll listen to you, what's going wrong. He'll just say, Ki, Atharo, you're going wrong over there. You wait, I'll come there and I'll teach you. So the thing of the conclusion of this example is, this cannot happen in the virtual classes. The faculty will call you, he'll tell you what to do. He'll if you're a new person, then he'll spoon feed you from note to note or beat to beat. But at the end of the day, when you become a professional, you come towards the third or the fourth level, it's not possible, because there are many more advanced things that the faculty will teach you, which are technically not not type. It's technically possible, but not feasible to learn them, because the emotion which the faculty has while teaching that subject or that topic, is way different than in real, because he's also in his comfort zone, you're also in your comfort zone.
Okay.
That's my
So,
opinion.
okay. So now if we talk about the health sector or the medical sector, now there has come the new thing called telecommunication, in that now the doctors are trying to give treatments virtually. So Saloni, what is your view on this? And can Indian people adopt this type of treatment? Like normally we have an habit to go to the hospital and talk to doctors. So is it possible?
Yes. So this thing, telemedication thing, Indian people, the big highlight which we can say, it is telemedication. It can work smoothly as far as your illness is minor, like you have an headache or minor fever, cold, cough. You can just consult your doctor over the phone and get the medicines, and you can be all right. But uh, we can take a day-to-day life example of our own family. Like we are very habituated to our family doctors, and anything happens, even if we are not ill but we are not feeling well, that might not be an illness, but we go to our family doctor, we speak with him once, we meet him, and whatever he says we are satisfied, and we are like, okay, if he has said this, it will be, everything will be all right. If we take examples of our grandparents, the old people of our society, they are the people who need more care at this particular part of their age life cycle. So these people are not that comfortable with the online thing. the they need that place, like go to that doctor and meet him and speak everything. This online thing is not something very comfortable to them. And other thing with regard to this is the people who join the government, I mean the hospitals, are some, are those doctors, nurses who get the license. But over video conferencing, video call, we cannot check the authenticity of that, ki the person who is treating you is actually authorized to do it. So that is one barrier. And again, while we go to doctor, we can, he can just test us, like he can touch us and like check our pulse rate or something. But through video calls, it's just the image of the patient, it just, you can view him, listen to his voice, that's it. And that cannot be, for giving the whole, for getting what is wrong with that patient, that cannot be sufficient. So this thing, it cannot work that successfully in India, I feel.
Okay, so now coming to your own profession, now we all are doing articleship, TT, Saloni, Atharva. So how has been your personal opinion in these last 5 months? What do you feel? Your productivity has gone down, or the stress level has gone up, something? And what are your views? What are the positive and negative effects of this work from home on our CA industry? Starting with Kirti.
Okay. So, talking about my lifestyle, that what I have gone through for the last these 4 5 months, um, my productivity has gone completely. Let me tell you first of all. And the thing is that apart from doing work from home, we all have started doing our classes, right? But since the, you can say, the temple of CA students prestige point is closed, now what we do, we have purchased our pen drives and we have started doing the lectures at our homes. Is there any one single CA student can come here and say that that person have been consistent in viewing the lectures, have watched all the lectures with full dedication, consistency, as that person would have viewed in case of a live batch? We feel asleep while watching the lectures. There is consistently, we just pause the lectures and we see what message my friend has sent me on WhatsApp and all such stuff. So just looking at all these things, how can we say that our productivity has gone up? And now this is about us. And what about the students who have their attempts just in the month of November? It has, see, when you go out, there is a kind of atmosphere. When you meet people, greet people, and there is a kind of, it is very important for us to go out and see, just feel the environment around us, interact with people. Talking on phones and talking to a person personally is very different. You have to say, and the thing is that any student it would be for them. I just can say that productivity has not at all, in a way, improved or something. Rather, it has deteriorated. Yeah.
What are your views, Saloni? Has your productivity gone up, or you have got some new skills in this lockdown?
In this lockdown, definitely everybody is trying to get some new skills, new hobbies.
So now if we talk about our education sector, now like you both are doing articleship, Kirti and Saloni. So now you are also working from home since 5 months. By other CA students are also doing their studies. So what do you think what this lockdown or what this work from home has affected your studies, your office? Is your productivity up? And otherwise, is your stress up and productivity down? Something like that. So starting with Kirti, what is your view?
See what I feel that for the last 4 months, I have not been so productive as compared to what I have been when I used to just go to office or I used to attend the classes. See, the thing is that almost in the initial stages of lockdown, my firm has not been giving me work from home. So just to use that time in a better way, what I thought that why not let's just start my classes with. So I just bought the pen drive and I have just, I was of the mind that for the entire 24 hours I'm free. So I'll just put 100% of my concentration and I'll watch all the lectures with efficiency. I'll revise it thrice. And all was the initial plans that what I have made. Back to reality, I have not done anything like that. I start the lectures, I put it on pause, either I fall asleep, either I start watching some web series, or just doing some sort of random stuff. I have not been working. I have not learned anything new in this lockdown. And I have also not been so good in studies that I would have been if I would have been attending a live lecture. Because the atmosphere there, when we attend a live class, the professor is standing in front of you, he's teaching something. And the amount of concentration you devote to that moment is very less as compared to what you do while doing your classes at home. And what I feel that since we are CA students and CA final students, and Athab is a CA intermediate student, okay? So we are quite grown up and we have a maturity in our own that we have to study, and it's in our hand that how would we shape our future. What about the students who are just in some fifth or sixth standard and they are put into just attending the online classes? If this is what we are going through, that we are not able to concentrate looking at the screen and studying, that their situation would is, I feel, worse than what our is. So none of us have really in a way done anything. Let's I talk about myself only, not to generalize this. I have not done anything in a way to improve my productivity during these 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Okay, so coming to you, Saloni, what do you feel the effect of work from home on CA industry, on CA firms, and on your own life in these last 5 months?
Okay, as Kirti said, I agree with her that even I have started with my classes and I'm not able to do it with 10% dedication, consistency. So yeah, that is one bad point. But another thing, as an article, like every CA student aspires, like those 3 years will be our articleship, and we dream about a lot many things, like we learn this, we'll be going to office, we'll be dealing with the clients. So the art of diplomacy which a article learns during his articleship period, that how to handle your clients, the people who are older than you and even the people who are younger than you, like how you get work done from both the people, like older ones also and younger one also. The this art of diplomacy somewhere, like from work, due to working from home, we are not able to like learn it or experience it, like which we would have rather experienced when we would have been at actual workplace. So that is one thing which is like every student wanted, but now due to this lockdown we are not able to experience it. And studies, at least we want to do, we know that if we don't study now afterwards we will be facing a lot of problems. There will be due dates, there will be work pressure and study pressure, all pressure will come, everything we know. But then that spark is missing just due to, don't know, but it is not coming from inside ki yes we will do. Like when we are in uh, actual workplaces, it is like after this we need to do this, we need to do this, like there is constantly something going on back to back. But now we know we need to work for this our office thing and we need to study. So that efficiency thing is really missing, this is what I feel.
Okay. So Atharva, what do you say? How has your studies got affected? Like now you are at home. So we have to manage your own studies plus there is some work of home. So what do you feel, has
Hmm.
your productivity of studies gone up?
Sanidhya, on this point, I'll say that my studies efficiency has gone a bit down, not due to the work which I get from home or something like that. That's usual for me, and I cope up with my studies even if there was not lockdown. But the thing is, we are humans, and we need some change, but obvious. So, uh, on my on my personal half. For some entertainment, used to go and meet my nearby friends. I used to go for my guitar classes, as I mentioned. But due to this lockdown, I cannot go out and meet my friends or start with my guitar classes in real. Virtual, I've started, yes, I have started in virtual, but in real, it's not possible. So these small things affect your productivity for sure. Yes, if you are very good at your job, you even though if you give like 2 weeks of non-stop working, the first day of the third week you'll get frustrated of that work. That's what I think, because at the end of the day, you everyone needs some change in their life. So change is missing right now in this lockdown. Be it work from home, be it studies from home. Even I have subscribed for two subjects of CIPCC. I have completed all of them within a month with consistency. But I take breaks in the evening because I need some change. 24 hours of studies is not possible. 24 hours of work from home is not possible. Uh, it's not possible for you to work in the office also for non-stop like 8 to 9 hours. You need some breaks. You need to just go around and just for a couple of minutes, but you need to go around. Otherwise, you'll get completely frustrated, and you might get some physical pains as well, like the back pain, neck pain, many things. That's a different topic we'll talk about. Those are my thoughts. So to conclude your question right now, I'll say yes, my studies have been affected, but you'll have to cope up with it right now because the situation isn't normal. So that's it, I'll say.
So now to
Until the
sum.
situation normal, you'll have to work like that.
Okay, so even myself, I am a CA student, so I agree with all this stuff. Like the studies of CA final has gone down. Office work is even though increasing in this lockdown. So now to sum up, now I just want to ask you a last question. What is your opinion on this? That is this remote working going to be viable in India? Is it viable in India? Looking at India's current situations, infrastructure, what do you say, Kirti?
See, there can't be a definite answer to your question. There are many, what you say, pros as well as many cons of this working from home. People are not going out and they are just sitting at their homes and working. So, what has led to it has increased their insomnia, their back pain, stress, anxiety, and it has impacted their mental health in a way. Okay, and I don't really remember the name, but one of the European agencies in 2017 has conducted a survey, and they said that 45% of the people who work from their homes are in a way prey of stress and anxiety, as compared to only 21% of the people who work from their offices. This is one thing. And the another thing is, again, I have read somewhere that while working from their homes, a person works more than 1.5 days more than a person who is working from offices. So the time you devote to your work has increased, but at the same time, the stress and the mental health has deteriorated of people. So as far as the thing is concerned, till things get back to normal and get back to track, people have no option than to work from their homes. And one things go normal and the impact of COVID is reduced in our country, um, people should go out to their offices to work, and it will be a kind of stress buster for them when they'll travel out and they'll just feel the environment around themselves. Such a beautiful country India is. We should travel and we should go out, commute to our office places, meet people, greet people, and it would be really good for us. This is what I feel.
What do you feel, Atharva? Is this remote working is viable in India or not?
Frankly, Sanjay, it depends on industry to industry. The goods industry, it is viable. For the service industry, it is not. Uh, I would like to say that in the service industry, like the IT sector, uh, even though your working hours have increased, but have you taken a look on the efficiency of the employees? That has it increased or has it decreased? That's a point, because I was reading an article few days ago about IT industry, IT company in nearby place. It's a big IT company. I wouldn't like to name it. Uh, the company has started the working hours about 12 hours a day. But the person who wrote the article, he said ki even though it has increased by 1.5%, but the efficiency is has reduced because uh, non-stop 12 hours of working is not feasible. Even in the office, you cannot work for 8 to 9 hours, as I said before, even in the IT industry. But now at home, when the IT industry people are working at home, they have to sit constantly on the laptops or the mobile phones which they are using for communication just to complete their work. Like sitting in one place for 12 hours is not possible. It is not at all easy. We being CA students, we know that because we have attended classes for 11 to 12 hours, but of course we used to take breaks in that as well. But right now these industries are not these people are not even taking breaks just to complete the targets. So I would like to conclude that it is feasible for few industries and it is feasible it's not feasible for few.
Okay, so Saloni, like 5 years from now or 7 to 8 years from now, if you are working in some corporate office, what will be your choice? You would love to work from home or you would prefer to go to office and work?
See, as far as my opinion is concerned, I would love to work. I would love to commute and go to office and work there rather working from home. Yes, in a month, few days when I'm not well, I would work from home. That's it. But I would actually love to go to the office and work there, because there I will learn other skills also which are required, which a person for developing his or her personality needs to learn. Like, the person needs to be social. So that is wherein you learn how to greet people, how to meet, how to conduct various meetings, how to, handle people at all level of authorities. So that is what each and everyone in the corporates want to learn, and should have to be a good leader at the end, or to lead the organization. So yes, I would definitely love to go to my office and work rather than working from home.
Okay, so to conclude with, we can say that like every coin has two sides. Work from home also has two sides on each sectors. We can say that it will have adverse effect on transportation sector, hotel sector, but it may have good effect on some sectors. It may reduce the costs, fixed cost and all of some corporate conflict places. So thank you all of you for joining us on Youth Talks. Hope you all had a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you.